The creature had been classified as a level 9 threat the moment it crashed onto the colony world. The Zarathi Council's assessment was unambiguous, extremely dangerous, unpredictable, potentially hostile. Recommendations for immediate termination had been unanimous. Dr. Elena Voss disagreed. The beast, if it could even be called that, was unlike anything in the colony's database. It had 4 eyes arranged in an almost symmetrical pattern, skin that shimmered between violet and deep indigo, and claws that could theoretically tear through reinforced steel. When the military had first approached it, it had let out a sound that had sent 3 soldiers running. The council had interpreted this as aggression. Elena heard something different. Fear. She'd studied xenobiology for 20 years, and she recognized the signs. The creature's body language, the way it curled inward, the way its eyes darted frantically toward exits, the way it made that low, rumbling sound, wasn't the behavior of a predator. It was the behavior of something cornered and terrified. "We don't know what it wants," Commander Harrison had argued during the briefing. "We don't know if it's diseased. We don't know if it carries parasites or pathogens. The risk is too high." "The risk," Elena countered, "is in assuming the worst about something we've never encountered before." She'd been overruled, of course. The execution order was signed. They were planning to use a plasma charge, quick, clean, efficient. The beast would be terminated at dawn. Elena spent the night thinking about every creature humans had called monsters before understanding them. Wolves, sharks, octopuses. Intelligence wasn't always recognizable at first glance. Fear made people defensive. At 0400 hours, she made her decision. The containment cell was guarded, but Elena had security clearance. She bypassed the locks and entered alone, knowing she had maybe 5 minutes before the guards checked the feed. The creature backed into the corner, its 4 eyes fixing on her with what she could only describe as desperation. It made that low sound again, and this time Elena heard something beneath the rumble. A pattern, a rhythm, almost musical. "I know," she whispered, keeping her movements slow and deliberate. "I know you're scared." She brought protein paste from the colony's stores, a neutral, inoffensive substance that multiple species could safely consume. She set it on the ground between them and backed away, giving the creature space. For an agonizing minute, nothing happened. Then the creature's nostrils flared. Its eyes tracked the protein paste. Slowly, cautiously, it moved forward. It sniffed the offering. Then, with surprising delicacy for something with such large claws, it began to eat. Elena sat down, keeping her distance but making her presence known. "You're intelligent," she said softly. "I can see it in your eyes. You understand what's happening." The creature finished the protein paste and looked at her. In that moment, with no aggression, no fear, just a clear, curious gaze, Elena understood. This wasn't a monster. This was a refugee, a survivor of whatever catastrophe had brought it to this world. She reached slowly into her pocket and withdrew a smooth stone she'd been carrying. She set it on the ground and gently rolled it toward the creature. The beast watched the stone roll, then looked back at Elena. Its 4 eyes blinked in what she could have sworn was wonder. It reached out with one massive claw and carefully, gently, with a delicacy that suggested profound intelligence, it touched the stone. Then, impossibly, it made a different sound. Not the fearful rumble from before, but something almost like purring. The creature extended its body, lowering its massive frame until it was at Elena's eye level. Carefully, heart pounding, Elena reached out and ran her hand across its shoulder. The skin was warm, slightly scaled, and when she touched it, the creature made that purring sound again. "You just wanted someone to see you," Elena whispered. "Not as a threat, as yourself." By the time Commander Harrison arrived, alerted by her deliberately triggered alarm, Elena was sitting beside the creature, her hand resting on its shoulder. It had fallen into what appeared to be sleep, and she was determined not to move. "Stand down," she said quietly, "and give me a linguist. This creature has language. It has intelligence. It has everything we have." As the dawn broke over the colony, the creature stirred and looked at Elena with profound gratitude in its 4 eyes. And the commander, watching this impossible scene, finally understood what had always been true. The most dangerous creatures weren't the ones with claws. They were the ones who judged without understanding. The creature would eventually be named Vex. It would become the colony's first true alien ambassador, a bridge between worlds built not through force, but through one human's stubborn belief that compassion was always worth trying first.